Hey, hello guys, welcome back to another video. Persona 5 Strikers, and all we're going to do to begin with, guys, load up your done save game. That's a save game we made at the end of completing the game on the last video. Yeah, you can't miss it. It's got done in big yellow writing in the corner. Load up that save and that put you at the end ready for the post-game cleanup. So we've got all these new requests available. The prison mails, we will be doing them, but we'll do them later. So I'm going to cancel all the prison mails in a minute so we don't get mixed up. And the quests you want to accept for now, you want all the painful past plus, I think there's 3 of them available at the moment, and you also want an even God descends. There's 2 types of painful past. So you've got painful past and painful past plus. It's got a little add sign beside it. So that's how you differ. They do look quite similar, just from that small symbol. That's what sort of separates them. We only have to do the painful past plus for platinum purposes to unlock other stuff. So make sure you accept the plus painful past, but leave the other ones. We don't need to do them. And then, like I say, you also want an even God descends accepted as well. Come into your shop after and do all the usual stuff. Buy some stuff, sell some stuff, get a thing that's in sale, and buy the soulful jellies, the healing items, just like we normally do. In the description, by the way, I've made a Google document, basically like a checklist of everything we do in the post-game cleanup. I had to use it for my own reference when I was making this guide, because I cannot remember. I have done one for the main game, but it's a bit of a mess. That's why I've not mentioned that. I'm not going to link that one, it's a mess. I don't have time to clean up. But I've got a post-game checklist, guys, linked in the description, and it's in the form of a Google document. So you can just click on that link. I've made it viewable to anyone, so you can view it. And if you want to edit it yourself, all you need to do is copy it, and then you'll get another copy which you can edit. You can't edit my copy, of course. I don't want you all putting naughty words in there and things and messing it up. But yeah, you can copy it and then you can just do what you want with it if you want to. But yeah, Google document, guys, link in the description to that checklist. Basically everything I do here in the video. So once you've done all that, you want to come into Shibuya jail, and the party you want. Yeah, so I've got Ryu, Morgana, and Anne. Yeah, this is the party you want. I'm just checking my master arts at the moment. See what I've got left. Zenkichi, you're fucking, he's lame. He's not maxed, not even 1 level of it yet. We'll have to get him back in training in the dojo. Yeah, we're going to warp to Bunkamachi. Sorry, West, I think it was. Bunkachi West checkpoint. And we're going to jump down here. Don't worry. You won't hurt yourself from that great height. We float down. There is no spoon. And you come over to a strong shadow. It's a dire shadow. We have to kill all of these for a trophy. That's one in each palace, I think. I think that's one in each palace. Yeah, so this one is weak to... You can see that it's weak to Zio, Wind, and Curse. I've still got to level my Mystic Farts. So I'm just going to alternate between Ryu and Morgana if I can. But really, you want to try and just use Ryu, and you can save Morgana's SP for the next enemy we'll be fighting in a minute. Yeah, so just try and use Ryu. Just keep what you can do. This is how I do it, and this is exactly how we're going to be acting in the battle when we farm Galvatron. No, not Galvatron. Megatron later. Well, Metatron, I think they call him here. Yeah, we'll be farming him later, and this is a similar way how we farm him. He's weak to Zio, so you come in, you debilitate. I mean, we've not done it at the moment. We'll be able to do it later. For the moment, we'll just be doing Wakunda and Tarakuya. You know, decrease the defense of the enemy and raise our attack. And then you just keep using your element. The good thing about electric lightning is when it shocks the enemy, you can actually technical them with physical attacks. So what I do normally with Ryu or whoever's using lightning attack, I use it. Udes wins. That's for getting your first die shadow, by the way. Yeah, I use my electric attacks, and I'll keep an eye out. If a technical icon pops up near one of my physical attacks, then I do that physical attack a few times, and then back to the lightning attack. Keep doing lightning attack till it's shocked again in the shock state, and then I can technical it again, and then back to shock. That way, it's nice because then it makes your SP last longer, and HP is obviously a bit easier to refill because the items that refill your HP are much easier to come by. But yeah, once you kill that Teddy, guys, we're going to warp to the Shibuya jail entrance. right back at the start, and we're going to jump down. Don't jump head first. Don't worry, you will land on your feet. I always land on my feet. They call me a little pussycat. Yeah, continue on. Past the buses. And into this place, the 705. And this is where we're going to fight the ex Alice. Yeah, my ex about to beat her up. Yeah, a path opened up. Just interact with it and enter battle brackets X. If you've got a painful pass, the normal one accepted as well. I think I would just say battle, but this one, painful pass plus, is a battle X, EX. It's like a powered up version. So as always, Wakunda, Tarakuya, on whoever you're going to be using. She's weak to fire and that wind element that Morgana has. So we're going to use them on him. But first I'm using my shock, which I built up with Rio against the little teddy bear, Super Ted. And then I'm going to switch over to Anne, pass it over to her, passing over the mantle here. And just start hitting the weaknesses. I can't remember what the technical is for burn. I think it might be nuke and something else. But I don't bother technical. If there's a technical, I don't really bother unless it's a physical technical that you can hit. They're really useful, but I don't really bother with any of this. It's just as quick, just keep using your weakness attack. And what you also want to do, by the way, if you still got to do Mystic Farts, when you see the one more icon appear, you know when you've broke one shield and you get the one more prompt appear where you can press circle, just do like a follow-up attack. Do them because I think they actually help increase the Mystic Farts a little bit quicker, I think I did mention this last time. I repeat myself a lot, so I think I did. Yeah, I forget things, so I do like to remind. Just in case anybody else forgot what I mentioned last time. Yeah, so you can do this one hit more, circle attacks if you need to level your Mystic Farts. And good thing about this circle, the one more, is with some of your bond skills, when you use them, it actually recovers a slight bit of SP and HP. It's not a lot, but if you do it every time, it builds up over the length of the fight to like an extra 1 or 2 casts of the magic before you have to actually refill your SP. So just like before, when we fought this boss much earlier in the game, probably, wow, about a month ago now, wasn't it? Yeah, much earlier in the game. When the health down to 50%, she'll sort of enter her rage mode, where well, if you call it that, she just starts crawling around on all fours before she's on the legs. I guess she's more lethal when she's got her hands on the floor, on the knees, I don't know. But yeah, just the same again. Once you've used SP with Anne, you can switch to Morgana and then use his SP because the boss is weak to wind as well. And just keep at it. Eventually you will run out of SP. What you can do, once you do, you still want to keep using SP. If you've got Joker, and you don't need to worry about your Mystic Farts with anybody else because you've already maxed them, you can switch to Joker and use a persona from him, which hits a weakness. Otherwise, if you're in the same situation as me, where you still got to level some of your mystics, then I'm just going to use the SP items on Anne or Morgana and keep using them. I've gone for Morgana here, just because I was him already. All that attack should be able to finish him off before my SP runs out, I hope. And Alice is looking like she's about to give in, about to surrender. Look, she's going to tap out in a minute. Go on, tap out. Game over. Yeah, that's it, TKO. If you get the boss quite low in health, you can do your little combos, you know, like square, square, triangle, square, 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 triangle, and just try and use your character's element that way for free, if you're doing out of SP. There we go, one more. And she toast. So that's the painful pass plus Alice. Good thing about these is you get a good reward. You get the best weapons as well from most of the characters. So I'm doing these painful pass plus requests. Not from this one by the looks of it. Maybe it's reward when we actually hand it in actually. So electric boost, always keep the boost skills on your allies because it makes them do more damage. Clearly. So yeah, if you ever get a boost attack, always keep him. Right, and once we've done that, that's all we're going to do here, guys. In where are we? Shibuya. That's all we're doing. So get back on the bus, tell me you're ready to leave, and we can get back on the way back to the camper van. Yeah, so when we get back, we're going to report that request we just did. Painful pass plus Alice Haragi. Yes, you can pan that in. Yep, and you'll get a whip. I think that's one of Anne's best weapons. And then after we've done that, we're going to do the normal stuff in Sophia's shop. If we can do, I can't. And now we're going to explore Sunday Jail. Yes, so Sunday Jail next, guys. We're going to do some quests in there now.
Yes, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go, girls. We can do this. Right, time to clean up the streets a bit more. So party-wise, we're going to have Anne, Yusuke and Sophia. And then we're going to warp to the West Garden checkpoint. And the first enemy we're going to face is going to be a Snake King Dire Shadow. The King of the Snakes. I'm just going to equip that weapon with Anne, because we're going to be using it in a minute. Yeah, this first strong enemy, the Dire Shadow, he's weak to fire, ice and bless. Yeah, he's weak to fire and ice attacks, which is pretty strange. Because normally in most games, if you're weak against one of those elements, you're normally strong against the opposite. But no, this seems snakes are weak to fire and ice. Poor thing. So yeah, we're going to use fire attacks to begin with, because the next enemy, we're going to use Sophia. And the enemy after that, we're going to use Yusuke and Sophia. But we'll probably leave and come back at that point anyway to refill. Yes, a Snake King. This is the enemy which a lot of people farm on Merciless. It's in the second palace, but on Merciless he's a right damage sponge. Honestly, he just absorbs your blows constantly. I mean, you think he's dying slow now. He's even slower on Merciless. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Just continue nailing on him. Fire. Use your fire abilities with Anne. He's weak to fire, and if you need to, switch to Yusuke or Sophia. Don't really matter too much. Well, the next enemy is weak to bless, so if you can, just use Anne and Yusuke if you can for Snake King, if you need to. But yeah, just keep hitting its elements. Weakness. And then doing the one more where you can, and it will attack. Crocodile Tears. Yeah, so once we beat the Snake King, this is the second Dire Shadow. We'll go back to the checkpoint and we'll walk to Mountain Aoba checkpoint. This one, I think this one died quicker than Super Ted on the last palace. There we go. Got a Gaia belt, whatever that does. Most accessories I don't really use that much. Yeah, I don't use that much of the accessories.
Sweet, we got him.
Right, so back to the checkpoint. Yeah, I'm not going to bother engaging the enemies. I still need about 20 more ambushes for the ambush trophy. But when we're doing the treasure demons, guys, much later, I actually get about 30 then, really easy. And you actually need to do the ambushes there anyway, in order to make treasure demons spawn more often. Yeah, so what up here, guys? Mount Aoba checkpoint. And I'm going to come over here. This is one of the strong shadows. I think this is a Eben God descends on the world. And here he is to confront me, the Eben God himself. Looks like the Ender Dragon. Yeah, Fratricidal Destroyer, something it's called. I'm just going to call it the Eben God. I think this is it Seth? I forget his name. Is it Seth or the Ender Dragon? I don't know. But yeah, it's weak to, you can see it's weak to Bless. So I'm just using Sophia Bless attacks. And if she runs out of SP, I can either use an SP item, or I can switch over to Joker and use him as well. I've already got a trophy for maxing Sophia. Yeah, see, I'll just pop that. I just got her Mr. Cards to fall, but you did see in one of the last videos, I think it's a few palaces back, I did get that trophy, but I had to actually replay it, and I just showed the pop. But because when I replayed it, I actually did it a bit differently. I actually didn't get much progress towards the Mystic Farts for Sophia on that next run through, so that's why I've leveled it now. But yeah, just keep going on, attacking its weakness, and eventually it will fall. One shall stand, one shall fall.
So this is what success feels like.
But it makes sense for the enemy with wings to fall. There we go. Leveled up Joman a bit more. Knockdown style. Yeah, see, Masakukuya, you don't really need that too much. I mean, I replaced a weak physical attack there, which I didn't really need, so. But normally I would just discard that. All the stat boosts elements, I don't really, elements skill-wise. Later on, you'll get some with Zenkichi. You'll get Debilitating Heat Riser, which are the best ones. And once you get them, you don't really need to bother with anybody else's. So I'm just going to go back to checkpoint, leave jail, guys, and then come back in, because we need Sophia to have max XP for the boss. Just leaving and coming back in, it'll just let you get all your SP back without having to waste some items. So once back in, warp to Mountain Aoba, and then head to the west to the request, and interact with it and say yes. Enter the battle X, and we're going to fight. What's her name? Ango. Here it is, the Ango boss, the big dragon. Right, so it's a little bit different now. Before we could use the Phantom Dash abilities to knock him down when he was flying, but now we're not going to use any of the Phantom Dash. We're just going to use our skills. So just keep hitting this weakness, doing the one more if you can. Like I say, he's weak to ice and he's weak to bless. So just keep alternating between Sophia and Yusuke and MC, your main character, Doris Jane, if she has some that covers that element as well. Ice or bless. Because I still need Mystic Fires, I think once I use Sophia's SP, and then once I get over to Yusuke, I think I will use his SP, and then I just keep refilling his SP, get some nice experience in regards to his Mystic Farts. Yeah, Nightmare Dragon Ango, Prince of Nightmares, more like the princess. Yeah, just keep doing it. Eventually Sophia will run out. I think she's got the hardest hitting ability at the moment, just because she gets a heavy bless attack as per story, but everyone else has to unlock it when they get to a certain level. But I think that unlocks via the story. Yeah, once you get his health down so far. Yeah, see, when he flies like this, just quickly break his shield and you should knock him down. Just keep using your ice attacks or your bless. Yes, I'm not doing as much damage with Yusuke just because my element is not as strong. I've still got medium, where Sophia had a heavy. No, some of your teammates will get a severe sort of level off the element, but some of them they only get to heavy. I think that mainly depends on whether the character gets. I think the characters get physical attacks as well. I think they normally only get to heavy, but the characters with just their element and stat boosts and whatnot, they get theirs to severe, I think. Well, he's almost dead. Yeah, right, that's it. I'm out of SP. I'm all gone. I'm all dried up. So I'll use an SP item now. Guess you can use a few HP attacks like I just was. But you're best off just hitting the weakness. Level up your SP. I mean, look, I still like such shit damage to him. Yeah, got a bit more SP there. And that's it, it's toast. Right, no, it still can't. I can use my boofer at the bottom. Yeah, let's use that. 10 SP. That's it, he's toast. So that's another painful pass, guys. That's the painful pass plus Ango Natsumi. And we also did a Even God Descent.
So this is what success feels
Got a
like.
nice bit of experience there and a nice bit of yen. You get quite a lot of money for doing these as well. Burn boost, yes, I'll keep that. increases my boost attack. I think the boost gives you 50% more damage, but the amp gives you 25% more. It's one of them. It might be the other way round, but I know it's 50% and 25%, I believe. So yeah, once you've done that, guys, back to checkout, back to the checkpoint, and leave for jail. So I'm going to report these. I'm going to get a weapon there, Yuma Shide S, and I'm going to report that one, and now you can craft Fuse the Beastly or Scepter, and then you're going to accept that request, guys. The Hound of Hades. Hound of Hades howls. And then we're going to go into Sophia's shop and see if we can just do our usual stuff. Buying and selling. And then next we'll be going into Sapporo jail. And in Sapporo we'll be doing... what we're going to be doing there. Yeah, we're going to do Dire Shadow, and then we're going to do the boss in there. I think there's only 5 painful paths plus. You've got at least 3, and once you've done these 3, 2 more unlock. I guess you could count the Reaper as 1 in a way, because you have to do them painful paths plus to unlock the Reaper to fight him in the first place. Right, Sophia, we all done? I'll just show you some of these goodies. I don't need them no more. Just take up inventory space. That's it. Sell all them, and you should get, if you can get below 25% burden on your weight, you should be able to roll faster. I'm just going to cook some things. So crab hot pot, just because I've got some crabs, and it doesn't matter if you can't craft everything. I can. Just make sure you keep buying them SP items from Sophia's shop when they're available, and the ingredients. So warp to Sapporo. Yeah, the groceries which I always buy, it's pork, onion, rice, beef and eggplant. Always buy them because they're yummy in any recipe, and you can always use them to farm the black curry and Kyoto curry, I think it is. So party wise, we want Sophia, Haru and Makoto. Yeah, so them 3 guys, lob them in your party. Now how am I doing? I've got to do Ryu, Anne, Makoto, Haru and Zenkichi. Zenkichi's way behind. He should be on the bench. Yeah, so warping. We warp to the Sapporo Clock Tower, guys, checkpoint. You'll be here. Just head past that enemy. If you're quick, you shouldn't engage in battle. And there is a Dire Shadow. This Dire Shadow is a Harlot of Desire. And it's weak to Psy, Nuke, Bless and Curse. Try and use Makoto for this one, because we're going to need Psy for the next battle. You're going to need Psy for the next battle. So yeah, Nuke, and I guess you can use Bless because the enemy is weak to Bless as well. So you can use Nuke, and then if you run out of SP, switch over to Sophia and then do some Bless attacks as well. Yep, Harlot of Desire. Yeah, getting there, guys. I'm just looking ahead, see how we're doing. So once we've done what we're doing now in this jail, we go to Osaka next. Yeah, Osaka next. But I think this is all I get done in this video. I think what I've tried to do is sort of like clean up in three or four palaces for each video on this post-game clean. It's quite a lot. You have to go into every palace again almost, and defeat every boss again. And you have to do the last boss again as well, which is a bit of a nuisance because that last boss fight takes like 10 or 15 minutes. So yeah, you have to fight him again, but it's only one more time, and then after that we don't have to bother ever, never again. Ever in my life I'll never do this again. Ever. I've made a vow. Never to fight Demiurge, but I will fight the Harlot of Desire. I'll do one more. That's it, you do a wheelie. Yeah, Makoto's pretty cool with a motorbike. Some of these attacks are a bit weird because, I mean, this one she attacks them and then there's a bit of a wind up and then she drives over them on a motorbike, and it sort of leaves you open for quite a big window, but it's on easy. That's another dial, a Dire Shadow, guys. Another one bites the dust. Oh, got a heavy nuke attack finally, nice. And Sophia, Sir Mary Cam. Right, so she's got to get back to that checkpoint. Try not to get into battle, so I'm using them Phantom Dash objects. There we go. Keep me out of arm's reach. Yeah, we're going to warp to the former government office checkpoint now. And we're going to go fight the boss. Yes, this boss is the Snow Empress. That evil Snow Empress. Just don't kiss her. Yeah, and she's weak to Psy Curse. So we're going to use Haru. Usual stuff, apparently. Yeah, let's do it. Sorry to interrupt your feast. Wow. So you fucking definitely ate all that. Look at that. Putting all that weight in about 5 seconds. We should have saved some for me. We could have had some of that. Showtime. Oh, we got Showtime with Makoto. I'll use that in a minute. But yeah, I'm just going to use my normal Rakunda and then Tarakuya. If someone's got Showtime like I have there, what I should have done there, I should have put Tarakuya on Makoto, just so I actually did a bit more damage. But yeah, do Showtime, make a tornado, and then punch the enemy with your knuckle dusters. I'm going to switch to Haru and start doing Psy attacks. Weak to Psy and Curse, so Joker, Doris can only cover the Curse ability. That's it. Try and do a lullaby if you want. Sing a little lullaby and the boss may fall asleep. How can you not fall asleep to that sweet, sweet song? Yeah, remember this boss, it can get enraged at certain points, and when it becomes enraged it will do more damage to you, but it decreases its defense, and I think it can technical it as well when it's enraged. I forget what element it is though. But what I'm doing, I'm just going to keep spamming the ice attacks. Sorry, not ice. Psy attacks. Sayonara. Snow Empress Maruka. I'm a bit early. Yeah. A little bit early with that one. I have to wait a minute. Yeah, a bit premature. Yeah, let's keep using Psy attacks. Because I still need to level up Haru quite a bit, I think I'm going to use some SP with her. More where that came from. Look at this. Wow, she wasn't joking. Not enough SP. Oh no, that's. There we go. More SP, back to full MP. So start doing it again. Sorry. What do you think I'm doing, Futterbat? I'm exploiting its weakness. I guess because my attack's doing so little damage, you can't notice. Right, here we go. Second phase of the fight. It's got a knife and fork in each hand. Just careful, whatever you do, do not get hit by the spoon. If the spoon hits you, it's an instant kill. Yep, and just keep doing it. Sorry, not really much else I can do. All out attack, yeah, I do that. Come on, guys, jump in. Let's attack him from every single direction. No, I done. Right, he's turned around somehow. He's facing us now. Come on, Maruko, that's been enough now. Runs this Sapporo, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, we're almost there. End of the video. We're just going to kill this boss fight and then leave and report and accept the new mission objectives from the commander, and then we'll call it a day. Right, SP item again. What's your HP as well? If Makoto gets low on HP, you want to heal her? Sometimes your friends will heal you, but I wouldn't rely on them too much, because a lot of time they don't, and you'll be dead before they even get a chance to heal you. Right, all that attack for the winner. Sayonara. Wasn't too early that time. Perfect timing. I could have predicted this fight before I even started. I predicted I was going to win. And I did. That's what you call confidence. Right, Anne. How the fuck do you fight in that dress? Oh, Haru, I mean. Don't mind me. I always get you two girls mixed up. Right, back to checkpoint and leave the jail. No more dungeon crawling, let's skedaddle. Right, after skedaddling, back to the RV. Yeah, going to report them requests. Painful Pass plus Mariko Hayoldo. Yeah, you get a weapon for the Fleurs de Mal S. And yeah, you got the new requests, guys. The Painful Pass plus Akira and the Painful Pass plus Demiurge. They're all we need to do now, just them two, and then we just got some other quests which we'll do along the way. But yeah, usual stuff in the shop. Oh, it's all an old. Fucking hell, it takes ages for a new delivery of new stock to come in. Wow, they really need to change supplier. Okay, so I'm just going to change my equipment, guys. Just equip any new weapons which I've got, because it's a top tip. It's always a good idea to equip your strongest weapons so you do more damage. I always like to do that in games, equip the best stuff. And yeah, that's it, guys. We'll call it a day there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Sayonara.